Brave hunters, prepare yourselves. Wild boars are ravaging our lands, and only courage, skill, and precise shots from the skies can end this nightmare.
You have these? Thank you.
Do you have the guts to face these ferocious beasts and save Louisiana? In Louisiana, wild boars are a relentless threat. They devastate crops, attack livestock, and cause an estimated $80 million in damage annually. According to the Louisiana Department of Agriculture, hunting from helicopters is one of the most effective methods to address the issue, but it is not the only approach. Measures like net traps, electric fences, or using hunting dogs have been tried, but they are often slow and insufficient to control the rapidly growing wild boar population. However, aerial hunting comes with high costs, around $2,200 per hour for helicopters, fuel, and professional crews. Not to mention risks like mid-air collisions, mechanical failures, or the danger of accidentally shooting livestock or even people. The helicopter roars, tearing through the tranquil sky. Beneath its blades, the field comes into view. Soil churned up, crops flattened. A herd of wild pigs, about 18 strong, gathers near the forest edge. Pilot Ryan, a 12-year veteran, descends, guiding the helicopter through the clearing. Ethan, the lead shooter, grips his rifle tightly. He aims at the lead pig, steadies his breath, and pulls the trigger. The shots ring out, felling 4 pigs in quick succession. But unexpectedly, the herd doesn't scatter as usual. They charge into the dense thicket, vanishing from sight. We slowly advance toward the dense forest and along the river, where wild pigs often gather to drink at noon and in the afternoon. We must strike quickly before they can react and slip away into the thick underbrush. As the sound of the approaching helicopter grows louder, some wary wild pigs muster all their strength and bolt forward. The rest, sensing danger, follow suit, charging like high-powered motorcycles without so much as a glance back. We maneuvered the helicopter back around, but visibility was obstructed. The wild boars around here seem to have sensed the danger and are hiding more carefully. To eliminate these wild boars, we had to circle multiple times, which burns fuel quickly and is costly. To resolve this decisively, we must take them out accurately before it starts getting dark. Sometimes our team has to deal with dense terrain, making it tough to track and eliminate the wild boars. If they reach the forest, all our efforts become pointless. Receiving reports from locals that a large number of wild boars are wreaking havoc in the cornfield area, we immediately redirected to eliminate them as quickly as possible. In just a few hours, they could destroy everything the locals have worked hard for over 6 months. In the afternoon, a massive wild boar, known as the Boar King, was leading a large herd, devastating the cornfield. The beast, weighing over 705 pounds, is notorious for evading traps and surviving multiple hunts. Ryan maneuvers the helicopter in circles over the area, spotting traces of the boar herd in the tall grass. But the boar lord isn't easily spotted. It leads its herd to hide in the forest, forcing the team to descend to dangerous altitudes, with the rotor blades just meters from the treetops. In the cockpit, Ethan and Noah worked in sync. 9 o'clock! It's there! Ethan shouted, spotting the massive silhouette of the boar lord. The beast moved with surprising speed, leading its herd across rugged terrain. Suddenly it stopped, turned, and roared as if challenging them. Ethan aimed for the weak spot on its head, but a strong gust rocked the helicopter. The shot missed and the boar lord charged into the forest, leading its herd. Ryan decided to take a risk. He flew lower, the rotor blades kicking up grass and dust, pressuring the herd. After a tense 25-minute chase, the boar lord finally broke into the open. Ethan took a deep breath, steadied his mind, and fired. The bullet hit its mark, and the massive beast collapsed, drawing a roar from the team. But the victory was incomplete. Some smaller boars escaped, promising a battle not yet over. Completely eradicating wild boars is impossible. They reproduce rapidly and seem to have no natural predators. All efforts to eliminate them only partially curb the destruction and diseases they bring to humans. There has to be a way for the government to take decisive action to stop this, so farmers like us can have some peace of mind. Every time we have to take off, it costs us a ton of time and money. As the sun set, the team returned to base, exhausted but proud. They had taken down over 25 boars, including the boar lord, protecting local farmers' crops. But the war against the wild boars was far from over. Each day they multiply, adapt, and grow smarter. Can our team keep facing this threat? And what awaits in the deep forest, where even larger wild boars lurk? Join us for the next episode to explore new hunting missions, faster and more cost-effective ways to eliminate wild boars, and how a small mistake could lead to disaster. In Louisiana, helicopters roar, and even the Boar King goes down, yet the beasts keep multiplying. Now in Tennessee, the nightmare continues. Hogs tearing through cornfields overnight. This fight is spreading across America. Ready for the next battlefield? Yo, everybody listen up. You ready for a wild ride? Every year, those ferocious wild hogs, straight up invaders from a nightmare, are tearing through American farms, costing hardworking farmers a whopping $2 billion, wrecking crops, spreading diseases, and even taking out livestock. Join us as we dive into the fight to save our fields, our families, and our planet. Every November, the Tennessee River Valley buzzes with life as locals kick off the corn harvest. But this year, disaster struck when hordes of wild hogs stormed in night after night, trampling months of hard work. They're not just destroying crops, they're polluting water sources, stressing out livestock, pushing family farms to the brink of bankruptcy, and wiping out jobs across rural America. That lit a fire in me. No way was I going to stand by and watch. I teamed up with local hunters, forming a badass alliance to fight back not for kicks, but to unite our community and bring peace to the folks who feed this country. We rolled out at dawn, hopping on our trusty ATVs, charging into the vast Tennessee fields. Barely 10 minutes and a few hogs loomed on the horizon. I took aim and fired, but that beast kept charging like a freight train, forcing us to lock in and shoot with precision. Wild hogs are opportunistic omnivores breeding like crazy sows. Can pop out 12 to 20 piglets a year, making them an unstoppable invasive force from Europe to the Americas. Wild hogs were brought to America back in the 1400s by explorers like Hernando de Soto, originally just for food. Now they're global wrecking machines, from tearing up U.S. soil to fueling climate change worldwide, pumping out 5.5 million short tons of CO2 annually, equivalent to 2 million cars on the road.
They're blamed for about $500 million in damage statewide. For every dollar spent by the state, there are an estimated 2.6 million feral hogs.
Back to the hunt with our hounds leading the way, we tightened the trap. Boom, a massive hog burst from the brush in our first big clash. My buddy Chris nailed it with a clean shot, dropping it instantly and saving the crew from a dangerous charge.
Get up. Be quiet, be quiet.
Adrenaline pumping, we took down a few more in perfect sync, proving the power of community.
Ready? Batman! Batman! Here! Back! 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 Back!
We farmers aren't just protecting crops. We're giving hope to thousands of families drowning in economic losses.
Good dog. Righto, off. 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 Jim, back.
But it wasn't all smooth sailing. A shadow darted through the field, sending us crashing through tall grass, hearts pounding. When the moment came, a volley of shots rang out, and the beast dropped in the open. Over in Mike's area, a heart-pounding chase went down. But his seasoned skills ended it clean, no wasted bullets. We paused around a small campfire, debating why hog hunting matters. If we don't control them, They'll spread nasty diseases like African swine fever, cripple the global livestock industry, devour over 600 plant and animal species, and erode soil, messing with the food chain for deer, birds, and more. To sweeten the case, we tossed out alternatives, giant trap nets or metal cages to capture whole herds without gunfire, humane, effective options for folks who aren't into hunting, blending compassion with practicality. Suddenly, the dogs went nuts. The ultimate showdown, a massive hog pack led by a 330-pound alpha, exploded from the woods. Bullets flew in the chaos as those ferocious beasts dropped one by one.
Dang. Yeah, but you hit that one. That's very good.
Hunting hogs saves farmers millions, even winning over skeptics, because it's about protecting our communities and nature, plain and simple. Moving to a new spot in a ravaged cornfield, we walked into chaos hogs pouring out like a flood. In a hail of gunfire, we only bagged a few, a reminder, this war is far from over.
Got that slow them up. And Glenn said, hey, when they get close, you want to stop, just turn the car off.
As the sun rose, the village was buzzing about the overnight destruction. Up on a rugged ridge, the hunt kicked off with a surprise ambush, one long-range shot, and a monster hog hit the dirt.
Maybe, Jim.
Soon after, the dogs cornered another panting and trapped in water.
Batman.
I finished it quick.
Yeah.
Then, spotting a huge boar deep in the brush, I held my breath, ears tuned to every sound. A thunderous shot and another trophy down. The dog's familiar barks echoed as another hog poked out. I dropped it instantly, no chance to bolt. With years of battling hogs, I've learned nighttime's the best. They forage in big groups, feeling safe in the dark, with limited visibility. Our job, aim true and take them out fast. Perfect timing. I squeezed the trigger and it dropped on the spot. How's your hunt going? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If these heart-pounding moments hooked you, hit like, share, and subscribe for the next epic showdown. Wild hogs cause over $100 million in agricultural damage yearly, but the real number's likely way higher. Our work's backed by local authorities as a critical control measure, restoring natural balance and protecting livelihoods, a global fight against an invasive menace. After planning, we tracked another herd. When they sensed danger, they bolted like souped-up motorcycles. My first shot barely phased one. It roared, charged, then kept running. The next shot dropped it clean. The rest scattered, but a few weren't so lucky. From a high vantage point in open terrain, we had a clear view. Gunfire echoed through the remote hills as the herd panicked and split. We couldn't get them all, so we targeted stragglers to stay focused and take them out.
There's not a lot of wind.
From a distance, a mature hog came into view. Honed skills made it an easy takedown.
So I'm going to halve it.
Aim careful, squeeze slow, and hit the mark. The hog stumbled and rolled down the hill. As night fell, we hunted the flat valley where hogs forage with their guard down. Our job was to aim sharp and end them quick.
All right. Perfect shot.
Gun-loaded hog tired, I fired the big one, dropped. Another popped up, taken out instantly. Hogs are dangerous, especially when you're in boar territory.
Well done. Left-handed shot. Yeah.
Facing these aggressive beasts is thrilling but tense.
Pretty bony, very skinny, not entirely healthy though.
I get why they're called monsters. One charge can cripple a grown man. So if you hunt, stay sharp. A wounded hog screaming in the dark sends the herd scattering, and picking them off isn't easy. Only seasoned hunters can fire precise shots in the dead of night. In a prime spot, I took a deep breath, finger on the trigger locked on target. Heart racing, seconds dragging, this was the shot to drop the leader. Cracked target down. A flurry of shots followed, each paired with a pained squeal as hogs fell. The war's just beginning. What do you think? Has your family or community dealt with the destruction hogs bring? Have you taken them on with a powerful shot? If you want to keep up with this gritty journey, drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next heart-pounding chapter of this epic hunt.
So go back to this hog that I think is screaming. Watch this big hog running to the left.